Okay, I got my Christmas tree from Home Depot last night. We were able to get an 11-foot tree for the foyer, and I brought it in and we immediately sawed the bottom off the stump and stuck it on the stand with some water. And so it sat overnight, and it's been doing a great job drinking. And one of the first things you need to do when you get your Christmas tree is, as soon as you get it home, even if they told you that they've cut off the bottom of the stump, I would do it again. It is well worth your anxiety and stress when you find out that your tree is not drinking water. So if you cut it off when you get home and immediately place it in water, it should begin drinking. Second of all, I went through and I have put in 2,000 lights, and I didn't show the process on this because it is painstaking. I like to go deep inside the tree, as deep as I can, and then radiate out. There's no real rhyme or reason beyond that. When I start seeing blinds or bald spots, I just will attach more lights. And then I just went through with a ribbon, and actually this is curtain shears that I found at a bedding store for deep discount. And so I thought the color was so beautiful, this claret red, that I've used it on the tree. And so I just sewed it in and out of the tree for just some background color. And now we are going to start placing the ornaments. And the first thing that I'll do is place my largest ornaments on the tree. And when I do that, I'll put them deep recessed so that the light will reflect off the tree and it gives your tree lots of depth. So I will show you that next. One of the things that I like to do is lay out all of my decorations so I know what I'm working with, and I know my different shapes and my different colors, and I also know how many of each item that I have, and that helps me. And then next I'll show you, I've gone ahead and placed my larger ornaments deep inside the tree. And so see, that giant ball is tucked inside the tree. And so what's nice about that is as the ornaments start radiating out on the branches, you still have the color and the gold and the glistening tucked deep inside the tree. Lots of people will only decorate on the surface of the tree, and then you have absolutely no depth to your tree. So by putting your large ornaments deep, it really enables you the opportunity to have that really rich, lush, department store looking tree. So I've just put some of my really large ornaments tucked in deep, and now I'm going to begin with the whole other array of ornaments that I have, and I will show you step by step the next layer of decorating that I do. Okay, I wanted to show you this stage to see that it is very slow going, the decorating of a tree. I've started, as I've stated before, with my larger ornaments, and I've really concentrated on just my gold ornaments for right now. For me, that makes it easier to then place the ornaments that I have that have some color. So this way I can spread out and evenly disperse all my ornaments without them all being clumped together, because sometimes I run into that. I'll work in one section and not spread them out. And my tree being in my foyer, it requires me to decorate virtually on every side of the tree. So I haven't put my topper on yet either. That'll come at the very end after I've put in the bushes and leaves and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that this has taken me a good hour and a half. Very, very slow going. Big tree. It takes a long time, but it's worth every bit of the wait. And I will now move on to my colored ornaments. Okay, I have completed all the ornaments that I want to place on the tree for right now. And the next step that I am going to do will be to add some gilded branches, twigs, different items such as that. I want you to notice that on the limbs that really extend far, I was able to put really light ornaments that twinkle and catch the light but don't pull on the limbs. And then again, I've placed ornaments deep recessed into the tree, again to give it some depth. I think all the lights on the tree are creating a blur on the camera, but hopefully you'll be able to see how you layer your tree, much like you would in steps of decorating. You need to layer it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the portion where I do the gilded twigs and berries and branches, and that will give it even more depth and a little bit more of a fluid flow to it, because right now it's a little bit sterile for me. I need a little bit more movement to the tree. So I'll do that, and then I'll show you my finished product. Okay, I believe I am finally done with my tree, but I say this loosely because I am perpetually tweaking and making revisions on my tree. But I completed the 2 final phases, which were adding these nice gilded branches as well as these leaves, and then I also have these gold, they're more of a matted gold with berries and jeweled berries, I guess, on them. And those are my filler pieces, and those are really, really important because you can't have a tree just with ornaments. You need different elements, different types of features in your tree to bring it to life. By adding these leaves, you get a lot of the natural, but it brings so much sparkle to your tree. I added these poinsettias, which I love too. Again, bringing the traditional poinsettia, but I did them in browns because my house is done in so many browns. After I completed the final leaves and berries and whatnot, and the twigs at the top, my angel would not stay at the top this year. The spire on the top of the tree snapped. And again, we all run into snafus with our decorating, so I just placed the poinsettia up on top this year. But the final thing I did do after that is I placed these simple bronze colored ornaments. They are nothing to write home about. They are simple, but what I like about them is I've got a lot of them, and any place that you had bare on your tree, it's a nice filler without it being too ornate or overwhelming. So I will frequently go through after I've decorated the whole tree and place those ornaments on the tree just to fill any voids. That's the side of my tree. Nobody really sees it. This is coming back to the front of my tree. Right here I've got my nice feathered brown velvet tree skirt. And I am hoping, I am doing this during the day now. I do so many of my videos at night just because that's when my availability is. But I am hoping that you can see this clearly and you can see all the elements on the tree. So happy decorating. Again, my tree is drinking beautifully. First thing, get the tree, make sure the tree feels fresh and supple. You know how to run your hands along the needles to make sure they are resilient and spring back. That's a nice, definitely nice way to know that it's going to be fresh and stay fresh. And when you get it home, saw the bottom off the trunk. You need at least 1/4 of an inch off the trunk. Otherwise, it will not drink. It'll sap up and close up. And I've done that 1 year, and it'll never happen again, and my tree died early. And we are in California, and we have a lot of heat, and let me tell you, my trees never die because I trim them, the bottom of it, right when we get home, and then we hammer on the stand with the water pot, and my tree drinks every day for the next 5 weeks. So good luck to you. Happy decorating. I have other videos that I would love for you to watch on Designs by Michelle. Thank you.